Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to A World of Ice and Fire. Now, before we start this episode, I wanted to do a little recap from everything that we've done since day one. So as you know, we started off our journey in King's Landing, just a northern blacksmith, looking for work, and somehow getting in the mess of Lannister soldiers, killing Stark soldiers, and we agreed to help the North out because of course we are Northern, it's in our blood. Went to Robb Stark, we told him what happened, we joined the conflict. We did a bit of adventuring, we did some quests, went all over the place. We went to the Wall, we went down south, down to the Reach and all that kind of stuff. Eventually we did go beyond the Wall, we started killing some wildlings, then we went to the Night's Watch at Castle Black, and we had some epic battles on the Bridge of Skulls or whatever it's called, and it was absolutely epic, really fun. Then we stumbled across a cave and we found some obsidian stuff that we didn't really know what to do with it at the time, but we got some an obsidian dagger and obsidian arrows, and I'm sure they'll have a use later on, but that was cool. After that, we started setting up a trade network where we set up trade networks all around the major cities around Westeros, and that was good. Eventually, we did join Robb Stark, and we joined the North, and we joined the war against the Westerlands. Once the Reach took Moat Cailin, we did lose control of our village, but soon after that, we did take out Greywater Watch, which was our first official castle, you could say. Not that I wouldn't even consider it a castle, but anyway, that was that. But after some thinking, and after Robb Stark was killed at the Red Wedding, it was time to move on to bigger things, and it was time to help out the actual real North. So I packed up my bags, every single man, woman, child, every soldier, and we went north, and we went to the Shadow Tower, which recently got taken out by the Free Folk. So we took out the Shadow Tower, and this was now our new home. We went to Roose Bolton. We're like, you know what? We're leaving. We're done, and we became our own faction. We also got our first coat of arms after we took out the Shadow Tower, the White Stag, which is symbolizes our faction. After that, it was a long, dirty war with the Free Folk. It was rough. It really was rough. We eventually bought a ship, and we went to Essos for the first time, where we got our first group of Unsullied to help us fight the Free Folk, and they did a fantastic job against the Free Folk, might I say. And after weeks and weeks and weeks of fighting the Free Folk, taking out Then, taking Frostfang Camp, and fighting Mance Rayder and all of his giants, we did eventually win, and the Free Folk were eliminated, and we became the new king beyond the Wall. And since we became king beyond the Wall, it was time to trade throughout the north of the Wall and south of the Wall, and we improved the way of living for the Free Folk. We gave them new equipment, we gave them new weapons, and it was just awesome. So after that, we got married, and it started to improve our right to rule. We slowly started going around recruiting lords to our faction. Some of the lords I recruited were from Dragonstone, including Sir Davos Seaworth, a few of the well-known northern lords like the Karstarks and the Umbers. After many months of building up my forces, it was time to face Roose Bolton, not only on the open field, but at Winterfell, and Winterfell was just a crazy battle, and that was the first step of taking over the North. And I say taking over the North, but it really wasn't. It was sort of just reclaiming it, if you can say, because this was all about avenging Robb Stark, who was betrayed by his bannerman Roose Bolton. So after that, the next few months just involved taking over all the Northern Lords, converting as many as I could to my side. Obviously, not all of them wanted to join me, and that's completely understandable. I don't expect them to, but it kind of did feel like a civil war. But after many months of fighting, we did eventually win. The final battle being at White Harbor, which was one hell of a castle. That wasn't easy to take out at all. And then once the North was taken out, we were now the new kings beyond the Wall. But almost instantly afterwards, the Iron Islanders go to war with us, and that just started a brand new war. Before we could even rest, we were sailing all our ships to the Iron Islands. We took out Pike, and we faced all the Kraken Guard and all the Ironborn troops and their axe throwers, and it was absolutely crazy. And only quite recently we did finish off the Iron Islanders. We didn't even have to do much fighting in the end. At the end, a lot of their lords decided to join me, seeing King Balon wasn't really the mighty king that they wanted to follow anymore, and basically we just flexed our army to all these castles, and they pretty much surrendered. So after that, even though the Iron Islanders are still technically alive, their faction is basically gone, and now we're at peace again. Now that the fighting is over, we can now just focus on our faction. We can build our trade networks, we can build our kingdom. There's no more war, everyone can get stronger, and everyone can be happy again. But We've been so distracted by all these wars with the North, with the Free Folk, with the Iron Islanders, that we've completely forgotten about the main threat. The White Walkers. I finally have control of the North, I have an army behind me, but it's now time to prepare. I was aware that the only way to kill Whites or White Walkers was with fire or dragonglass. I had just a small pile of obsidian arrows and one small obsidian dagger in my chest, and that wasn't really going to be enough to take out the whole entire White Walker faction. Sir Davos Seaworth, the most trusted vassal that I have, told me about Dragonstone being just covered in dragonglass. Sir Davos still has a good relationship with Stannis Baratheon, and with a good price would happily let us take as much dragonglass as we would like. So that's what we did. Now that I have White Harbour, we have a main port, and Sir Davos and a bunch of other lords started shipping in all of this dragonglass into the north. Being a blacksmith at heart, it was time to start constructing all these obsidian axes, spears, weapons, and javelins, and it was time to get ready for this White Walker invasion. Now, for those wondering, this is completely roleplay. I'll be making a video separately on how you can give all of your soldiers in the mod dragonglass weapons. I'm very, very aware that the only way to actually kill the White Walkers in this mod is with fire arrows, which are commonly used by the Night's Watchmen, their elite rangers. Valyrian steel, which you can't really give to everyone. Maybe you can give it to yourself and maybe 2 or 3 companions because it's so expensive. Or you can do the most boring way of fighting the White Walkers, and that is basically auto-resolving the battle, not even fighting it at all. No normal arrow, no normal sword, no nothing will kill the Whites or the White Walkers. So basically, no matter how many men you have, if you don't have dragonglass, if you don't have fire arrows, or if you don't have Valyrian steel, you're going to get destroyed. And I think by day 700, when we've come this far, I'm not ready to get just completely wiped out. So I'll be making a video in the next few days on how you can give all of your troops dragonglass. I'm not doing this to ruin the whole point of the mod. I am very much following the TV show and how they did it, and I think it's a cool way of doing it. It's a very, very simple way of doing it, and I think it really, it fits the story well for my character, and I'm going to do it anyway. By all means, if you're someone who wants to have the extra challenge of trying to fight, tens of thousands of Whites and White Walkers the normal way with just fire arrows and maybe, I don't know, however else you want to do it, by all means, go ahead. But over here at the channel of Heph, we're doing things differently. Alright, so I'm at just outside Lannisport. I'm on my way towards this citadel, which is in Old Town. You know what, now that I think of it, I should have taken my boat, but actually no. My boat is at White Harbour, so that would make the process a lot longer. So I'm just going to go travel by foot. So for the first time in a while, we don't really have a goal. Well, I have goals, but not for like a certain episodes. For this episode, we also don't have a lot to do. So just sort of little doing bits and pieces. So I'm going to go try and learn how to read. King Russell Snow, you are back to finish your learning. Apparently I've been here before. I don't actually remember. You show the maester what you have learned, and after several hours you feel more uncomfortable reading. Ah, there we go. You have learned how to read. Well done, Green Bronster. I thought we'll never get there. Now go read something and get out of my way. That's nice of him. All right. There's another maester here. All right, and funny enough, I actually have a book. But while we're here, I'm just going to quickly trade the locals. By the way, I did find some velvet. I found some in King's Landing. I was doing some traveling around. And I also found some in Riverrun. And I did change my court. I moved my court to Winterfell. So Winterfell is now my actual home. That's where the wife is. And it's all good. Choose a book to read. Why can I never read, man? Or maybe it's already working. I don't know. +1 trainer 1 inventory. So I don't know. Maybe it's already working. I don't know. You spot a single man running hard towards your party. With a gesture of your hand, your men run to meet him. Interrupted by your men, presents himself as an emissary from the White Harbour and without delay informs you that the influential man has died in a hunting accident, and his family requests that you agree to declare an official day of mourning in White Harbour in his honour. Sure. Oh, that's not very nice. Someone died in White Harbour, which we can see just in the distance there. So anyway, so 2 other things have happened. So one, we have actually got 2 more lords, 2 Iron Islander lords. One is Yara Greyjoy, and I gave her 10 towers as well as Grey Garden. And I can't remember the other guy, but basically Yara Greyjoy was outside Winterfell just by herself. She had no troops, and I saved her against some thieves, I think it was, or some broken men. I did that like maybe once or twice, and it gave me enough relationship to be able to talk to her in private. And she agreed to join me, of course. I don't see why she wouldn't, abandoning her dad, wherever he is. And so yeah, and the same with the other lord. He actually wasn't too pissed off with me. I think I let him go a few times, so he was pretty happy with me, and I gave him the other one as well. Now we still have a lot of places to give away. We still have Barrowton. I did give Deepwood Mott to Lord Horp. Lord Valerian has Serwyn, and yes, I'm slowly getting my way through all the cities. I know I'm pretty bad at kingdom managing. It's definitely not my strong point, but I think I'm getting there. I think the main reason why is because I was trying to get more lords to join me, and so I could, I always wanted to leave something available for them, but obviously no one's really joining me, so that's kind of a pain. Anyway, so while I'm here, I've recently been trying to... Obviously, I was aware that in this mod, especially because it uses the Viking Conquest mod, you can have children. So this is my wife, and so there's this new option here. So, my dear, maybe we could make our way to the bedchambers. I have a somewhat stiff surprise for you, which is hilarious. So we're now plus 80 relation. I don't know if that's enough, so I'm going to try it now. No, she's not. Okay, so even though we're plus 80 relation, she still doesn't want to have a baby. So she's expensive. Now, if I go back, I'll show you what I've been doing. So before, we could just buy her wine, and she was very happy with the wine. When you click let us celebrate our love. But now, once you get to a certain point, there's more. So this one is, I will have the servants bring us the finest foods and wine. But she doesn't want to eat. That's fine. I think I used that like a day or two ago. But this is the other one. This is 2,000, and that always works. And that gets 1 up, but it's 2,000 each time. It's ridiculous. She's very expensive. I just want to have a son, so I have an heir for my new kingdom. And she's like, nah, give me more gifts. Give me more gifts. So yeah, I'm gonna try maybe 85 and try again. I don't know. Does it have to be 99 or more? I don't know. But bloody expensive, I tell you. Bloody expensive. And now if I ask her again. Nah, not good enough. How much money have I got on me now? 13 grand. Bloody hell. So we got any more Stark troops? Yes, we do. I need to go back to the Iron Islands and get more Kraken Guard as well at some point. Now, I've also given my North Guard throwing axes. So because the Kraken Guard and my North Guard are now both bodyguards, I thought it would be cool that the Kraken Guard kind of like showed my North Guard, some new fighting techniques, and they now have the same throwing axes as the Kraken Guard. They don't have as many as them. The Kraken Guard still have twice as many, and they're still way better at throwing than the North Guard are. But yeah, it's just something cool to add onto the North Guard, which will obviously my special Northern unit, which I made, which I thought was really cool. I think it fits the series quite well. All right, we're at plus 90 now. 90 relationship. Oh my God, she said yes. You take your better half from behind, whom screams with pleasure. Oh my God, it's got very sexual. So I don't know how this stuff works, but I'm gonna throw a party. So I'm gonna go and get ready to hold a feast, have a giant feast in Winterfell. Let's hold a feast. Splendid idea. Yes. Nice. I think we still got loads of food in the inventory, so that is amazing. And you know what? For that, have some more of that. Oh, now we're at 98. Oh, does this mean we can keep making love? I don't know. This is getting kind of weird. This is Mountain Blade. Okay, now we're at 99. Oh crap. Oh, you're making me blush. Oh, time flies away. The war fear images. In 9 months, you will have a child. Oh my God. Alright, so how long is 9 months in game? Alright, well, we're going to hold a party. We've got all these new lords. Everyone can join. We have a giant tournament. It's going to be fantastic. Alright, I'm going to wait here. And yeah, just gonna wait here and just wait for everyone to turn up. All right, some time has passed. Let's see who we got. We got the Umbers here. It's my father-in-law, Lord Locke. We got the Hornwoods. There's the Umbers again. Who else we got over here? I swear, way more way here. Are they hiding in here? Hello. I definitely saw Sir Davos. Maybe they're outside. Who knows? Anyway, let's oh, we got Karstark here and Florent. Lovely. All right, so let's okay, maybe it's not the right time for a tournament. Maybe we'll just wait here for a bit more longer. Oh, it's afternoon. Well, it's been a few days. I don't think we're actually having a fight. I'm not sure if I did something wrong, but there's no actual fighting tournament. But that's fine, I guess. Some people are even leaving. It has been a few days.